Hey everyone, Garin Flowers with Cinemark. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves brings the role-playing experience to the big screen. I'm joined by the two amazing stars, Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle, D&D has been around, for a long time with a lot of surprising players. What was your experience with the game before making the movie?
I mean, I used to play it for about maybe a good year or two when I was a teenager in Jersey City. And we broke a lot of the rules when we played it, back in the day. I just loved the exercise of the imagination, I just feel like that it's the best thing to do if you ever want to be a writer, if you ever, want to escape from the world that you're in. It's just a really great way to get on with your friends and exercise your imagination.
Your characters were so much fun to watch. I absolutely loved them. What makes for a good crime-committing duo? Start with you, Chris.
My character, Edgin, is he's a super positive, party planning, enthusiastic master of not a whole lot. And so his job is creating a good party with a lot of people that are talented. And one thing that Holga brings to the party is bravery, which Edgin can definitely draft off of her there. So, yeah, I think it's really the fact that they really have nothing in common, and that's what brings them together and hopefully makes it kind of exciting to watch on screen.
On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it.
Oh, we got him now! You know what? I'm thinking they're probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
As co-directors, can you explain your working process and how it all came together? And John, I'll start with you.
Well, this was a very long and arduous 4-year process that started with us both having an affinity for the game of Dungeons and Dragons and seeing the potential and how to sort of differentiate itself from the rest of the fantasy films. And so we met with Paramount, we gave our take on what we felt like the film could be, and they, and then E1, saw the spark in what it could become. And that kind of started a very, very long marathon of building this thing through the pandemic and then ultimately out the other side.
Well, as writer-directors, we have to kind of craft the whole vision for the thing and then execute it. So there's really almost 2 phases. There was over a year of writing and revising, and then pre-production. In the height of COVID, going to Northern Ireland, and that just made everything even more complicated than it normally would be. And because it's this incredible, vast fantasy world, most of the things don't exist. We have to build everything. Even if it's an exterior and it's a beautiful location, we add things to it, either built or CG. So nothing's easy about making a movie like this, but we got lucky with a cast that just was so great, that embodied their roles so well, and we just ran with it.
There was a lot of great action, a lot of great jokes. I really enjoyed watching it. What moment are you most proud of to have pulled off, if you can choose one?
I think it was managing to straddle the tone of humor and high stakes, because very often humor can kind of undermine the danger. So it was really important to us that we were always kind of keeping alive this irreverent sensibility that is very true to D&D, but also tell a story that people legitimately care about and never really take the piss out of what we were trying to say.
And weirdly, even though there's a lot of laughs in the movie and we're known for our comedies, it's the heart moments that I'm most proud of. There's some stuff that happens toward the end of the movie that people are crying in the theaters, and to think you could go to a Dungeons & Dragons movie and be moved to tears, that's a real accomplishment, I think.
Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves is a fast-paced and hilarious movie that will steal your attention the entire time. Go check it out at Cinemark Theaters. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com.
I don't mind that. She missed.
No, that's not good.